My name is Robert Ward. I'm a member of the Forum Organizing Committee and the PRTI, and it is my pleasure to present the 2019 Poudre Pioneer Award. As you may recall, this past year, the first year that we had the award, Hank Brown and Peggy Reeves were the recipients. For 2019, we had 7 strong nominations. It was not an easy selection process. I conclude from the strong nominations, the Poudre River, as a river we are striving to make a premier example of a working, healthy river, is in good hands. Doesn't mean that we're there, not by a long shot. But we have excellent people and organizations devoted to the task at hand. Again, for 2019, we have 2 recipients. I told you it wasn't an easy process to select one. Loren Maxey and Tom Shoemaker. Would you please come to the podium, please? Tom Shoemaker, Tom, who served as the Natural Areas Director for the City of Fort Collins from 1992 to 2001, led the city's acquisition of 79 parcels of land, a total of 7,083 acres, using the willing seller, willing buyer approach. This land now permits the Poudre to regain some of its natural behavior and function. For his leadership in pursuing these acquisitions and then overseeing the stewardship, planning, and ultimate public access to many of these lands, the PRTI presents the 2019 Poudre Pioneer Award to Tom Shoemaker.
Thank you all. I am just taken aback by this. It came as quite a surprise, and I am deeply honored. I would like to share this award with my family, for one. My wife, Jennifer, son, Mark, and daughter, Loren. They were involved in many outings along the Poudre, and in fact, one of my very favorite photos of Mark was when he was 3 years old planting willows at the Gustav Swanson Nature Area. I also need to share this with colleagues in the Natural Areas Department at the city, with Larimer County, with Weld County. As things moved along with our very fortunate chance to incubate a Natural Areas program and experiment with collaboration and restoration and protection of the Poudre, it turns out these things were happening all up and down the river, and our regional collaboration really grew. So many of the things that I had the fortune to be involved with involved many, many other people whose talents really were instrumental. I'll close by just saying that I am just so thrilled to see so many people here today. Way back when, several of us were dreaming of the Gustav Swanson Nature Area, and there were 5 around the table, and we were all volunteers, and we made that little project happen. Now look at all the big tables here and imagine what can happen. We're seeing the fruits of it. Trail connections from Greeley all the way to the foothills with just a little gap. Really ambitious restoration projects and countless things I'm not aware of. So I feel tremendously fortunate to have been a very small part of this huge endeavor that you all are embarked on. And I thank you so much.
Loren, over the years, has farmed east of Greeley and north of Fort Collins and started Maxey Trailer Company. During the past 60 years, he has contributed a significant amount of his time to serving both agricultural and municipal water sectors in the Poudre River Basin. Among his many contributions, he served on the Fort Collins City Council from 1987 to 1993, and he currently serves as president of the East Larimer County Water District and the North Poudre Irrigation Company. For his long record of service in both sectors, balancing the water needs of municipalities and agriculture, the PRTI presents the 2019 Poudre Pioneer Award to Loren Maxey.
Thank you all. Very unexpected award. I did my work in water activities through association, and to that I owe a lot to a lot of people in this room, from the first connection to Colorado State when I took some undergraduate courses to use up my GI Bill. I came acquainted with Norm Evans, head of the Ag Engineering Department. Several of the other Ag Engineers staff are now all gone and passed, as has Norm. But that was the beginning of my water connection in Fort Collins. Then in '62, I acquired some property on Douglas Road. You all know where Douglas Road is. This was east of Highway 1, which had 6 shares of North Poudre water with it. And shortly thereafter, I traded one of those shares to the Elko Water District for water tap. And they nicely put a big tank across the canal next to the property, which was the #1 tank for Elko, no longer in service. But that water tap still exists. And instantly then, North Poudre shares were about $600 each. Now they're over 106,000. But that's the way it goes because of the demand for domestic water in this community, and also the participation of the Colorado Big Thompson Project. I've had pleasure. I served as the Water Board liaison in my last years on City Council and met Mary Lou there. And so I say my associations in many ways go back many years, but have continued over time as I continue to do some farming activities always, because that's my youth blood, lifeblood, and it's grown in time. My association with North Poudre and with Elko has been because I wanted to associate with some of the firms or activities that were providing the water for my properties, my business, my neighbors, and all. And it's been a great pleasure working with you all. Incidentally, it has taken my breath away, so I'm on supplement oxygen. No, not really. That's a 40-year-old airplane crash situation. But anyway, I pleased to meet you all and to be here. I look forward to actually retiring from these activities in a couple of years and finish out the rest of the years just watching. Thank you.
I want to thank you for your attention as we recognize these leaders in making the Poudre River a premier example of a healthy working river. Note the others nominated for the 2019 award on the list that's being circulated around the room, and please thank these people and organizations for their efforts on behalf of the Poudre River. I also want to thank those who nominated the 7 people and organizations for this year's award and sharing their stories with us. The stories they share are inspiring to all of us. The PRTI will be soliciting nominations for the 2020 awards later this year. Please consider nominating those you know who are making contributions to the work-health balance that we seek for the Poudre River. Thank you very much.